CBS North Carolina investigation found a backlog at the DMV meant hundreds of drivers were on the roads when they should not have been. Now our investigative reporter Jonathan Rodriguez found out the employees in charge of fixing it weren't always showing up to work. He's now talked to the acting commissioner about the problems and how the department is working to fix the situation now. Jonathan?
And so when we first found out thousands of convictions and corrections were not being added to people's driving records, that means some people had their licenses revoked wrongfully and others should have had theirs suspended. Well, now we finally got our hands on the official investigation.
It started with the tip from DMV employees.
We've gotten hundreds and hundreds of calls over this.
We confirmed it through county clerks of court.
People's licenses have been revoked by the DMV wrongfully.
And it involved thousands of court records.
The problem has been is that somebody has not been updating the records manually like they were supposed to.
In June last year, CBS North Carolina found out the DMV has an older system that won't automatically update all records. So every night, the Administrative Office of the Courts will send over a report showing what information is missing. DMV employees then have to manually key in those items. Over time, that pile added up, creating a backlog for months of unupdated records. An employee gave us these photos. After our first story aired, we now confirm this through acting DMV Commissioner Eric Boyette.
The backlog itself was, yes, that's correct. The keys were not being made. The key entries were not being made. That is correct.
We requested emails and other records that took the DMV months to give us, including the termination letter of an employee who was fired for destroying unprocessed records.
We know that one employee out of this was terminated. Were there any other terminations or suspensions because of this?
Upon my arrival, there were two other people that were let go. I'm not sure exactly why.
The letter says once the records were updated, it led to more than 700 mandatory license suspensions. It called the effects severe and, quote, adversely impacted the citizens of North Carolina due to hundreds of motorists on the road and highways that should not have been driving.
We have new leadership in that area. We have changed the way we do business in that area. The staff in that area has actually embraced that change, and we actually have ways that we're looking at our metrics to make sure it doesn't happen again.
We now have the official internal investigation that shows there were even more unupdated convictions than we first thought, close to 11,000. The report shows the backlog dated back to at least 2014, and during the same time period, the department in charge of fixing it had, quote, significant employee absences. It says combined employees missed 4 months of work, which left the unit understaffed 33% of the year.
I honestly can't answer that from the previous, like I said, happened in the previous administration, but I can tell you what we're doing. We're making sure that we have coverage in all the areas, and we're moving staff to make sure we have coverage to make sure we can do the job.
Boyette says the records are now being tracked, and they hope to have the entire system automated soon. Sean?
Thank you. And if you have an issue you want the CBS North Carolina Investigates team to check out, email us at investigates@wncn.com.